Hello and welcome. My name is Jennifer Lyall and I'm the founder of Your Soul Connection. It's a new modality that I'm sharing with the world with the intention of connecting your soul with your heart and your mind and inviting the ego to take a break. Today, I'd love to have a conversation with you about how to get out of a bad mood. We've all been there. We've had days where nothing seems to be going right. You wake up, you stub your toe, you go downstairs to make a cup of coffee, and you end up spilling half the cup of coffee, and it just seems to just build up, and just get worse from there. But there is hope. You can get yourself out of that space, and it's a lot easier than you realize. But you have to be willing to get out of that bad mood. Because if you are really enjoying and sort of reveling in being in that bad mood, well, you're attached to that and you just are you're seeking other people's attention and it's bringing them down instead of looking for that escape route for you to get out. So let's focus on that escape route. And I want you to know that it's always around you and always present, but you just have to be willing to go there. So 3 steps for you to get out of a bad mood. Number 1 is be willing to get out of a bad mood and have the desire to want to feel better. Number 2, look for inspiration that surrounds you. Start to look for things that make you feel better. Whether it's that you notice that a colleague is wearing a pretty shirt, or it could be that you hear a bird's song and it's like, wow, that's really pretty. In that moment, you've shifted. Perhaps you take a bite of your sandwich at lunch and it's like, oh, this tastes really good. That has helped you shift out of that bad mood. Or maybe you see an interesting piece of work that your colleague has presented and you really like it. You see, you're inspired by it. That has helped you shift out of that mood. And it's not that it has to make you joyous and happy and jumping for joy and just laughing and giddy, but it just has to get you shifted that just wee little bit. So step number 2 is looking for something in your environment that makes you feel better. Now the 3rd step is letting yourself be with that object, that experience for a moment. Because if you just glance at something, it's like, oh yeah, that looks nice, but you don't actually sit in to tune into it, then you're not getting the full benefit of it. So if you see a colleague walk by with a shirt that you like, and it's like, wow, I really like that. I wonder if that would look good on me. And then you kind of go a little bit deeper and start to have a dance with this feeling, this better feeling than where you've been. And just spending that little bit more time in that feeling is that hand that is reaching. Here you are in the hole of the bad mood hole. And then this object that you've seen or that you've given your attention to, something you've seen, heard, tasted, smelled, or whatever, or touched, that is the hand down to help pull you out of that mood. So spending a little time, just a moment, 30 seconds even, with that object, with that thing, with that feeling, is all it takes to help you get out of that bad mood. And if you're willing to play the game, which we had as step 1, you will get out of that mood really quick. Because then once you've started looking for these positive things, you start to notice more of those positive things because you're no longer focusing on everything that's going wrong. So the positive things start to snowball and be more present and show up for you because now that's what you're looking for. Does that make sense? It's just like when you are looking for a new car. And say you're considering a particular model. Let's say it's a Mazda and you want to look at the Mazda 5s. Well, you start to notice all these Master 5s all the time, and you start to notice them advertised in the newspaper or hear them advertised on the radio, or you overhear people having conversations about this vehicle, because that's what your awareness is at. You're listening for information on this Master 5 because that's where you are focusing your attention on. So if you focus your attention on these nice things that are happening around you, these things that make you feel good, then that helps to elevate you, bring you out of that bad mood, and within minutes, you can shift to a better feeling place. So go try it. Try this simple 3-step process and share with me what it's like for you. Thank you so much for your listening. I want to hear your side of the conversation. Share what goes on for you or any techniques that you use to help shift your mood, and post it here or in a Facebook group. You'll find us on Facebook. You can connect with us through our website, yoursoulconnection.ca, and especially if you can subscribe to this channel, and then we can have more deeper, delicious conversations about connecting with your soul. Thank you so much for your time. I honor you and adore you. Have a magical day. Namaste.